football's most hated man who was sued for tackle working for Man City owners. Kevin Muscat did not win the most trophies during his time in the Premier League, but the tough tackling defender is certainly a player that will not be forgotten by any football fan for a while. And as it stands, he could one day return in the dugout. The ex-Australia international is notorious for being one of the dirtiest players of all time, taking the concept of getting stuck into the very next level. He ended his career with 12 sendings off and received 123 yellow cards, and that certainly does not paint the entire picture of how aggressive he could be. Former Birmingham City player Martin Granger once labeled him the most hated man in football after accusing him of stamping on him. But remarkably, since hanging up his boots, Muscat has changed his ways and now is a manager of Yokohama FM, who are top of the Japanese J-League. And to achieve such a significant feat, one would presume he has dropped his fiery ways. Yokohama are owned by the City Football Group, the umbrella group of clubs set up by Manchester City's owners. Some of their other more well-known clubs include MLS sides New York City and Melbourne City, with lesser-known outfits such as Deportivo Maldonado. Speaking to AFP about his style of management, he said, "I want to be involved in teams that play a certain brand of football and that maybe contradicts what most people perceive to my playing days. I'm trying to forge my own way in terms of the way I coach, the way I manage and the way my teams play. That's really all I can do." And for him to eradicate the nasty streak of his footballing personality will certainly have played a major role in his successes, especially considering he was once sued for a tackle. A horrendous challenge on Matty Holmes saw the former Charlton Athletic midfielder fearing that he would need to have his leg amputated in 1998. Fortunately, the hospital performed 4 operations on the Englishman and managed to salvage his limb, and he then went on to win a £250,000 court settlement as a result. Have your say? Is Kevin Muscat the Premier League's dirtiest player? Comment below. But it wasn't just rash tackles that made Muscat a villain on the football pitch, his tactics didn't earn him any praise either. Whilst at Millwall, it was revealed that the former fullback would pretend to be the referee and whistle in order to halt the match and cause confusion amongst his opponents. Former Lions midfielder Peter Sweeney told the Under the Cosh podcast, "Muscat had the best thing, he used to be able to do a fake whistle. Players would go through on goal and he'd do this whistle and it sounded like the referee's whistle. Players would just stop and then kick the ball away, and then the ref would be going, 'What's going on here?' And then Muscat would run and get the ball and pass it. It went on for about a month and a half. People were running through on goal and then just giving the ball back to the keeper like they thought, 'Oh no, offside again.' It remains to be seen how Muscat fares in management and whether his J-League side can continue their rich vein of form. But now that he has found a way to keep a lift on his antics, the 48-year-old could earn himself a role in Europe at some point in the future.